Hey everybody, and welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2 with the Divided Overhaul mod episode 7. Sorry about for that little stutter there. The music that played for a second really threw me off. It was from my wallpaper. I've got music playing thanks to the live wallpaper app, but I hit Alt-1 and accidentally hit Alt-Tab just a little bit there, so it started to play. But welcome back to get into this properly. Welcome back. So in the last episode, we did secure the capital of the Bosporus kingdom, ending the war between our two kingdoms, and we have grown our realm exponentially. Dear lordy. Sorry guys, we're going into this rough. Starting out, it's just after, it's almost 1 o'clock. I should be awake by now. I've been up for about 2 hours, but apparently not. But if you do enjoy this episode, please like and subscribe as always, and tick that bell icon to be notified when I post videos like this and or others. So, now time for the big deal. We are going to we really need to recuperate our forces here. The king, his army has been battered and bashed. We have some forces remaining, but not a lot. But the forces we can get, I think we should, which we're going to want to grab. We're going to want to grab 2 more of these Scythian archers here, just to somewhat secure the capital, as the garrison is non-existent. And we don't want a potential nomad invasion into the south immediately upon our success. Elsewhere, I did do a bit off-screen. I already checked our diplomacy. We didn't get anything out of that. And I did also move some traits around in our generals and factions area. But without further ado, then we're going to end our turn and see what happens. We did complete our military objective, or our chapter 1 objectives. We completed all of them, so we're going to have a lot of cash flow next turn. Fingers crossed we can put it to use. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm recording this I want to say August 14th, yeah, Sunday, because I'll be releasing episode 6 that you all will see come tomorrow, August 15th. It's already posted it as a premiere, so I hope you all enjoyed that episode. Fingers crossed we're still getting substantial views and everything. It's crazy how much growth honestly this channel's seen in the last 28 days. Over 42 new subscribers to the channel, so welcome everybody. I hope you're all enjoying your stay. Honestly, I hope you're enjoying the content provided. If you're watching this, or if you're watching my other series, Humankind, which if you're enjoying this as well, and the channel, I do highly recommend checking that one out too. It's going a lot better than the first season, I promise. But we're definitely having fun on both sides. Apologies everybody, fiance is at work, you know how it is. I'm sure you all get bugged out by that, but we have completed our chapter 1 objectives. So we got an extra 5,000. We got a new objective: maintain 60 units in total. You know, that's not a it's not a hard objective. We're only 24. Wow. Along with that, excuse me, a kick in the Mithridates, completely control Bithynia and Pontus. And via osmosis maintain a total of 6 of the following stone jar. Chouanier jar. 6 units of the following type. I wonder what those are. So go figure, they're not a part of the Greek tree. Ah, these guys. The Savan warriors. So they want us to maintain that. Well, very well. It does require the livestock. You know, we should have converted that Hellenic outpost, but we're gonna go ahead and build that up. So our eyes should be set on that. Honestly, we could probably convert this now. Well, we don't get We lose the Colchian hoplites, so we probably don't want to lose that actually. Caucasian culture is going up, and this will assist in that too, so fingers crossed we'll be alright. We're doing 23 public order turn events and characters. That's really good. We can probably disband. Let's send our spy north real quick.
Swifter than Hermes.
Protecting local settlements.
On the road again.
Just go ahead and spy on our northern
There is more.
nomads. So we've got some heavy horse, noble horses, young horse, and then hired and mercenary. Nothing too great, but they do have one hell of a garrison.
What do you wish of me?
And we will just steal food and spy on the northern nomads. So with that, our Tanis, I think, is the most exposed settlement. So we really want to be careful with that. You're sitting at -1 food. Go ahead and expand our capital, which I don't know how much longer this is going to remain our capital. Hellenic is on the rise. Why is Hellenic on the rise? Oh wait, I lie. I know why. I keep forgetting. I don't know why. I do. Local Agora. It'd give public order. This would give us upkeep and line of sight. Outpost and a colony. Or the healer. Just public order growth sanitation. That'd be nice, the sanitation. Or the trader, which gives overall wealth. Or we could just get the homestead. I think we might end up getting the homestead. Because we're sitting fine on sanitation for now. I'm not actually too sure where we're getting that from, other than I don't see where we're getting sanitation from. Let's go ahead and just get the homestead. And honestly, we might want to disband the Georgian swords here. Are any major... I think eventually we'll convert that to our capital, but I don't know if we want to maintain Phasis as our capital. Killing and pikemen would be nice. We could convert it to that. Just take away even more food. Caucasian settlement. Swap that over. We'll maintain the Kolkhis settlement here. Meanwhile, we have 6 turns till that's converted, so let's use those 6 turns to gather these really good spear or hoplite units. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and disband Demetrius up here probably. Let's see what he's giving us. Authority, line of sight. Ooh, public order. And culture conversion. Actually, we'll maintain his position. But we're going to send him down here instead. And we're going to move this force up north. Go around them. As I'm sure he gives culture, banditry, public order. Ooh, that's not nice. Well, that beats it. That counters it. So, okay. Yeah. A lot of these generals are actually really good at their location. So, we will maintain them. Meanwhile, this army over here is not sitting too pretty, but Go ahead and fortify this. We will maintain these mercenaries just for the fact that our army is currently extremely, it is a little weaker, a lot weaker than it needs to be right now. Other than that, I think we're safe to end the turn. Can we grab one more? No, we're maxed on everything. Let's end our turn. Good lord, I cannot type. Sorry, buddy. You know how it is if you're honestly anywhere in the world right now where the workforce is diminished and my fiance is a supervisor at her job. Which as am I at my respective job, but they deal with a lot more work issues. We don't have that necessarily. Well, we do, but it's a lot harder. Without getting away with it's a lot harder. I'm sure you all have the same problems if you're at any job at this point. All right, so we recruited that, and we got 2 new ranks. One being our spy up here, and we're gonna give her. That should take effect if I redeploy that. And we're gonna pop that as well. Ooh, and the assassination. So if we... Yeah, we might as well just... Wow, they've got a lot. Jesus. Noble, heavy horses, Scythian spearmen, axemen, levies. Taking Olbia would actually be a lot harder than taking Gerhols here. I mean, they're all cav, but Jesus, they've got a far stronger force. Or at least it looks that way. Their morale's all right.
At your command,
Alrighty.
Commander.
So we're not gonna get those guys anytime soon. The Thracian pelt is comparable. They got a range of 92. Ooh, the morale's way lower, but base morale of 43, 35. The missile damage is ultimately the same. It is Scythian skirmishers. Okay, well, the Thracians are far better than the Scythian skirmishers, that's for sure. Over here, we do want to continue grabbing.
Are you ready to serve?
Grab them. Grab one more, and then grab the pikes. We want to make sure we secure a good number of them. All right, so we're gonna move you down here.
I want our
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're in the city.
Commander. We hunger for
I'm gonna march Agathon up here to cover our northernmost province. Culture is thankfully rapidly swinging in our favor, though.
Commander.
The king's army is mustering.
Ready for orders.
Don't really need. Might grab 1 or 2 of these guys, maybe. But let's take a peek down this way. Cartil is expanding crazy. They've pushed all the ways to Samosta, or Samosa. I don't know how to say that. Apologies. But they own 5 settlements now. They're gonna own 6 here soon, and eliminate Armenia, which is insane how they've spread their kingdom out like a snake. But yeah, they're gonna be definitely a hard ally to deal with. They're also, it appears to be besieging Tushpa, the Armenian capital. Alright, let's end the turn.
At your command.
We are... Oh, I totally forgot about the noblewoman. Apologies. Let's do the tax rate and construction and oh yeah, local upkeep. And there we go. Better tax rates. Our economy has not been our economy is actually doing pretty well right now. Excuse me. I'm gonna try and actually keep this episode at a decent time. We'll find out shortly, kind of, if I stick to that, but gonna try and make it not impossible for everybody to watch this, because I know once you go beyond the 30-minute mark, it's really hard for people to stick around and to commit to that long of an episode, but gonna surely try, and I'm not the best at it, but with this episode being more of a securing our domain or holding the realm, where I'm gonna try and make this a little shorter. Let me know if you would actually, I'm probably gonna keep it in actually, but let me know if you enjoy these episodes or not, or would you rather more of the duller moments cut out? I know it's intriguing to cut out the dull moments, but this would be like, in my regards, to be skipping this episode if there's no battles or wars underway. Because this episode primarily focuses on, it's going to be the political and population control side of things. Cartel's gone to war with the Atrapan too. Sheesh. They're going to war with everybody. We do have a problem going on over here. A young challenger. Politicians and the public have both become enamored by a great young orator. He is obviously ambitious and is gaining the favor of the rabble. Although he has yet to disparage you, he hasn't supported your endeavors either. We will. In your life, either silence him, give him office. You know, I don't actually recall which one's the best one. Let's give him an office and find out if that's horrible. Fingers crossed, it's not too bad. I mean, we have strong political loyalty right now, and we hold the majority in the court nobles, so we actually did lose one. Yeah, one more will actually be perfect, where we'd be beloved. Do we want to try and get to that? We're at 61. So we would need to probably take back a good majority. -2 loyalty for all their parties, plus 2%. Let's do it. So where did that put us? Yeah, we would have to secure this whole nother bar here to gain that. So we're gonna hold off on that and just use the little bit of gather support we did there. Meanwhile, our capital is done with the homestead. We can go ahead and this gives 3 food. That would drop it a little bit. That gives 3 food. Let's take a look here. 2 food, 7. 2 livestock, my bad. Oh, that's actually, wait, that's what we need. We need livestock. The problem is getting it here. Oh, well, wait, we have livestock. Oh, what am I kidding? Right? Yeah, it requires the livestock. We have livestock up here. As long as we get it there and not here. So you can actually you can become the farm. In 4 turns, you'll be ready to go, and you'll become the improved pastures, which gives us livestock and wealth compared to grain, less wealth, more growth, though, and supplies. Yeah. I think that works, especially since we're getting food from the village as well. So this army is pretty raring to go. So we're gonna probably march. Start heading up that way. Beyond. They're at +2 still. Let's send Demetrius back home. So we'll send Demetrius back home. Beyond will drop off the reinforcements to the Basilis's army. And then we'll see where we're going from there. I didn't pick up the darn skirmishers that I wanted to, but oh well. Might as well recruit. We don't want a lot, and I don't want to get rid of that one, so we'll just get three skirmishers there. Oh, we need to redeploy these guys. We can get rid of one at least, though. And we'll patrol the region. Yeah, we're doing good here, and that gives us 1 grain, agriculture. Yeah, I think we're doing really well. Oh, we can deploy a spy, I forgot.
You can call me Nyx. They will
There we
never
go. We'll deploy her there, actually. And let's end the turn. I do apologize if y'all can hear anything in the background. I just realized I had my video playing. It was very quiet, but I know my mic picks up, hell, my mic picks up my computer fan, so who knows what else it picks up. I do apologize if you've been dealing with that. Well, seeing the siege of Tushpa go on, and the cartel have 1, 2, 3, 4 armies floating around is insane. But fingers crossed they're not strong armies. With our north secured, though, I think pushing south would be difficult going against our allies. Another child and +3 core nobles. That's good. So that was a good experience. The Royal Scythians and the Roxolani are at war. And the hero has increased rank. Definitely going to level that up. And we might as well go for that and level that up. Research is also done. What were we researching? Engineering. Okay. Wow, I'm surprised it wasn't there. Well, I'm surprised. Oh, engineering right here, yep. So, we're not really facing war. We might actually want to go back to our civil branch here and focus on our agricultural gains or our economy while we can. Because we all know peace doesn't last long in Total War Rome 2. Keep marching down. 3 more turns. We can go ahead and actually get that. Now the question is, do we want to keep both of these being shipwrights or convert at least one of them? Because you're a wine settlement. We could do trade. Banditry is not going to be an issue for a long while in this area. And it would increase our wealth. Let's first get the improved pastures here, I think. It'll give us an instant betterment. Does mean us that we need to protect Tanis and even more. but we're already doing that, so.
At your command.
Meanwhile, he is actually done replenishing, which is really nice. Well, he's got a couple more, but
Ready for battle.
I do wonder, can we?
Get to it, men.
We cannot make it. Okay, now tell me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a coast. That looks like a coast to me.
Put your backs into it.
Okay, it was. Thank God.
At once.
They're not suffering attrition either. So those two armies will link up, trade, and the king, I believe, will return to the capital to discuss matters of the state. Cartil people do really like us. The Ardhai, though, they've not formed any agreements, and the Cartili people haven't formed any. Their only major agreement
I am honored to receive.
is the fact that they hate the Armenians.
You are welcome.
But I think with the North secured, we probably do want to turn our attention south and possibly secure the Caucasus Mountains. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna do that this episode. We're running out of time, but that means I should be able to leave this for you all to decide. Come, at least hold on. I gotta do the days, my schedule. Monday, Wednesday, come Friday. So if I leave this for you all to come Friday, let me know what you think in the comments if you're still watching, and I might do a little. No, I won't. I will not do a cut. So sorry I'm backtracking here, everybody, but let me know what you all think. What we need to do. We've secured the North for the most part. This episode's mainly focusing on our stabilizing the region, preparing its garrisons in case of any nomadic incursions. But what do you think I should do? Should I continue pushing north and perhaps secure the royal Scythian land here, which would appear to be fairly easy considering they just sent away their primary stack, but it would put Tanis at risk. Wow, +4 line of sight. The nomads are going to war, so it would put them at a little bit of an edge. Is that a gold mine? No, it's just a mine. But do we push north and try to secure Sarmatia, or at least this province capital, with maybe either take it ourselves or create a new ally up here? That might be the best case scenario if we don't want to hold that region that we can trade with. Or do we solely focus on the south and proceed to probably backstab the Cartili people and maybe try to secure the Caucasus Mountains? Their capital, other than their garrison, which, I mean, a lot of those units are trash, their capital is extremely exposed. However, it would put us at a precarious situation that if anything in the north was to happen, we might not be able to defend ourselves.
At your command.
Apologies.
At your command.
Had to burp.
March.
In the meantime,
Ready for battle. Make haste, men.
we're going to... we're going to give them their... But we're actually going to leave him with 2, maybe. And give... So, you're going to give us those 4. Let's leave him the Peltis and the normal archers.
At once. Commander.
So here we have the garrison force, here we have the king's army. We're going to send them back down south.
At once.
We should still be able to get the normal, yeah, we're still able to get the archers and stuff that we want.
For battle.
Now, you guys, range is 168. Colchin Hunters is 168 as well. They do appear almost identical. Their morale's a lot higher, actually. So we might want to get them. Drawn, Colson Hunters. Yeah, they seem pretty nice, but we'll figure it out. The Savan Warriors act as spears as well.
We hunger for battle.
However, these forces here are definitely going to want to...
Set up the watch.
We're going to make our way. Meanwhile, we do have time to upgrade that. Caucasian is swiftly growing here. It's still decreasing here, but in 2 turns that should be... The influence should diminish a little bit.
At your command. Ready for battle.
He should station here as well.
I want hourly patrols.
He can actually go ahead and start recruiting. It's not going to be worth it. I mean, we're going to get 1. Well, we might actually want only 1, so...
For battle.
Yeah, go ahead and recruit that guy so the king can have him. I think we're good to end this turn. Yeah. So that's going to be the big question I'm going to leave for you all here that I get to hopefully explore and pick up next weekend is do we try and continue our push northwards once our armies have replenished, or maybe set up a, instead of conquering perhaps, maybe setting up puppet states in the north or allies so that we can truly be safe from northern attacks, maybe using our garrison army that we've just deployed up there? Or do we maintain the status quo in the north now, defending it but not really expanding its pushes and maintaining the factions that are up there, and solely focus on the south? Or should we have somewhat of a split focus? Please do let me know what you all think in the comments below, and see how we go from there. But we're going to get through maybe 1 more turn here. I do apologize for these turn sequences. If they do start becoming too long, I might try and do what I used to do and cut them out, but usually it's not too worth it. Wow, we are having a lot of children. So yeah, see, this is what I'm referring to, is these forces up here have already expanded to 2 settlements.
Well met, friend.
We get... They're aggressive and devious. Losing 1,000 to somebody that might declare war on me next turn is really not something I want to do. The cartel faction are definitely way too strong right now, especially with them being treacherous. But the north is just, we've secured it from our hostiles, but the nomads are not to be trusted.
Yes. Going a port.
Move our garrison force in.
Docking.
They're not actually causing any... Oh, they are.
Make haste, men.
We're going to fortify,
Hungry men.
and we're going to grab 1 more Thracian skirmisher, I think. The Georgian swords aren't bad,
It is a great and glorious thing to
but this will put them at a 10 stack, and they can hold that capital fairly well, especially with the garrison. Meanwhile, the king will move back to his home. Wow, 21. You can the influence of the king returning from war really shows how strong he's become.
ready for battle.
So they now got 2 Colchian skirmishers, 1 Colchian medium cav that we'll never actually get another of, because that's part of the next tree. We can, however, get Cartavalian Lesser Noble Cav, which is a cool unit. I don't want to necessarily... Well, I mean, 225 for this class of troop. We might actually just disband this unit. We still have a strong stack of infantry. Another turn, we'll be able to actually recruit some really good horsemen. And we'll have to compare these pikemen to the spearmen we're using. The Corsair Axemen I don't plan on using, however.
Commander.
We can definitely, however, gather the Caucasian archers. Sorry, buddy, for that.
Are you ready to serve?
So go ahead and grab. We're gonna build this army up. That one's upgrading. That shrine was actually completed, the Kurgan, which gives sanitation to this region only, I believe. We're at 8 there. Yeah, 4 there. Yeah, it's just to the region, not provinces, sadly. They're recruiting. That spy is a spying. Oh, I think, guys, yeah, we're going to stick to the timetable here, and I am going to call it here. So, I do really want your all's feedback. I will be able to see it next weekend by the time this video is posted. I usually record on a Saturday, Sunday basis a lot of these videos if I get the time. Let me know what you think. Should we focus our attention, continue it going north, perhaps using beyond here and a more localized force to take on Goros and the Royal Scythians, subjugating a faction here, perhaps creating an ally buffer state, which I do think is maybe a good idea, and instead of trying to colonize it, because it would protect us from the north, the Kitorii? Or do we maintain the status quo, protect our settlements, but shift our kings? Our king's focus is, I think, is going to be in the south no matter what. But do we focus solely on here, dividing all attention into pushing and taking Mesheta and securing maybe the Caucasus, so basically the Caucasus Mountains, taking out the Artai capital as well. It would stretch our supply lines and our kingdom, and it would cut off north from south, making it a little harder to defend, especially from this road going that way. But if we were able to at least secure this capital here, it would give us a new base of operations in the Caucasus Mountains, securing our culture and a further protecting our capital. Instead of moving it maybe to, so far our 2 options will be, if we take this, moving it here or moving it here. Here is a port settlement. It is nice, but this fits a bit more to our narrative and staying a little bit more of a region based. We are Kolkhis culture, so our kingdom would obviously be near that. However, as our kingdom gets bigger, the idea of becoming multi-ethnical is going to be brought up. So we can move the capital truly anywhere eventually. But that is the question I'm going to leave for you all, the dear viewers. Do we push north or continue our push north to create a buffer? Or do we solely focus on the south and proceed to probably backstab what appears to be one of the very strong growing kingdoms that is going to be quite the threat if we don't get the advantage? But if you enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe as always. Tick that bell icon, be notified when I post videos like this and or others. Without further ado, thank you all for tuning into the Salty Show, and stay salty out there. Peace.